Today is being presented with an Area Presidential Certificate Award. This award is for outstanding and long service contribution to the Royal Air Force Association. So Jim's history, so Jim obviously served with 622 Squadron during the war, tail gunner on Lancasters. After the war he went into Civvy Street and he joined Romford branch of the Royal Air Force Association. When he moved to Grays shortly after retiring, Jim was approached by a man in the street who quite boldly said, "What gives you the right to wear that tie?" To which Jim responded and said how he was an ex-member or an ex-serving member of the Royal Air Force. I believe the gentleman questioned Jim on that and said, "Well, we haven't seen you down at the Royal Air Force Club, so we don't believe you." To which Jim said, "Well, it's in Romford, I don't go to it anymore because I live in Grays." To which the reply was, "Well, why don't you come and join the Grays one?" So, as I understand the story from Jim came down to their full members night, and I think about half a dozen pints later, Jim was seconded onto the committee, and at their next committee meeting, the secretary very promptly resigned, and Jim was co-opted to be secretary. And since then, Jim has gone on to become the chairman of the Thurrock branch, and he is also now our president. So that was probably somewhere in the region of about 25 years ago. And Jim is currently the longest serving chairman, as well as being the oldest chairman in the Royal Air Force Association. So Jim, we would like you to be upstanding for this. If we present you with the Area Presidential Certificate, along with the pin badge which you are entitled to wear. So this is from our outgoing area president. Thank you.
If I was saying words failed me, I wouldn't be telling a lie. But thank you very, very much for all your, well, I just can't believe it's happening. But thank you, thank you.
Sorry, Jim, sorry, apologies for this. For those of you that I haven't met yet, I was introduced earlier on, but I'm Dorian James. I'm the current Officer Commanding of number 622 Squadron, where Jim's got a bit of a history with my squadron. So with such a special day, I thought I had to come up here to help celebrate it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay for too much longer, but this does seem to be an absolutely amazing family event with many friends here as well. So I would just like to read, I don't normally like reading speeches, but I will use this just to say a few words, Jim, so please stick with me if you would be so kind. So Colin was kind enough to send me the invitation to come up here to celebrate something truly remarkable. Not just a birthday, but a century of life. So 100 years ago, our guest of honour entered the world, and what a life he has led. Reaching 100 is an achievement in itself, but when that century has been lived with courage, service, and humour, well, that makes it extraordinary. As many of you know, Jim served in the Royal Air Force and reached the rank of Flight Sergeant. This title alone speaks of dedication, discipline, and a steady hand. And whilst I obviously didn't know him then, I do know that those stripes were only given out to people with quick wit, were loyal, and also had some strong grit. Life in the RAF wasn't easy. It demanded long hours, tough conditions, and nerves of steel. But it also built a spirit of camaraderie that never fades. And I'm sure that Jim has carried that spirit forward into every chapter of his life. And with the people that are here today, I think that's pretty very, very true. And here you are today, Jim, 100 years old, still showing us what resilience looks like. Still reminding us of the values that truly matter. Respect, integrity, service, loyalty, friendship, and excellence. So today we honour not only the century that you've lived, but the example that you've set in 100 years. You've witnessed change beyond most people's imaginations, from biplanes to jetliners, from handwritten letters to video calls, from ration books to smartphones. So on behalf of just not everybody that's here, but those that unfortunately can't be with us today, for your service, your humour, your kindness, and the memories that you've given us all, we salute you. Flight Sergeant, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, thank you. So could I ask now, please, if you could please raise your glasses and join me to wish a very happy 100th birthday to Jim. Jim.